Hear ye, hear ye. I'd like to call to order the regular meeting of the Santa Barbara County Board of Education on September 11th, 2025. We're starting a little early today at 1 o'clock. Very, very shortly, our live simultaneous Spanish translation will be available for those viewing online. And that time is now. It's official. So please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. Salute and pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now Anna will do roll call.
Okay, Mrs. Alvarez. Here. Dr. Armistead. Present. Mrs. Cardy.
Here.
Ms. Ehrman.
Here.
Mrs. Frost.
Here.
Mrs. Reed.
Here.
Mr. Walker. Here. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. I see no changes to the agenda. So we'll move on to board comments. Does anyone from the board wish to comment? Ms. Reed.
Thank you. I just wanted to kind of share some of the excitement that's happening in Lompoc. We've had our lunch on the lawns that have started back up for this school year, which has been very exciting. A lot of the schools in the area have been really trying to get their teachers out there to also interact with the parents as well. So I think that that's very nice of them. And club rushes have started. So I know all the kids are super excited trying to think about what after school club or group they want to join in. And it's always so exciting to get the kids connected to the stuff at the school. So I appreciate all the teachers that are lending their time to those clubs. I think it's just great.
I just want to remember 9/11, 24 years ago. We said then we would never forget, and this is the way we never forget, by remembering all those horrible, horrible things that we saw. And also, Allen Hancock College had their annual Hancock Honors event last Saturday night, and we honored Dr. Henry Davis, who was one of our Operation Diploma recognition recipients, although he has like 11 degrees, but he left high school to join the service. And so he had gotten his high school diploma. Unfortunately, he passed away about 10 days ago. So he wasn't there in person, but his family was, and it was a beautiful event. And then Jim Glines, Mr. Auctioneer, great supporter of the college, was also recognized, as well as the San Ynez Valley Foundation that has been a strong educational supporter for quite some time. So it was a wonderful evening and looking forward to next year.
I just want to share that I attended Isla Vista's event where they were honored for, let's see, it says internationally recognized model PLC at work, professional learning community. So my friend Hortensia Corral is the new principal there, and I was calling to congratulate her, and she invited me. So, and she even introduced me as the member of the board, so I got to represent us there. And they rang the bell for the first time in years. So I got a picture of that too that I'm willing to share with you all. But it was really fun to be there and see the kids and the excitement and the teachers. So that was a good time, and it was fun to see them honored.
Just wanted to share that I attended the CSBA County Board Conference in Monterey, September 5th through 7th. Great conference. I'm sure some or all of you have been to CSBA conferences. They do a great job in terms of speakers and networking opportunities and work sessions. I've provided Anna kind of with a little bit of a recap that she can maybe send out later, talking about some of the sessions. Um, I will mention, for those of you who may know, Chris Gardner, who was made famous from the movie Pursuit of Happiness, was the keynote speaker first day. I've had the pleasure of meeting Chris before, but I think he and I got a chance to talk a little bit more in depth this time, offline. And at some point, I think it would be great for us to consider inviting him to be a speaker. His focus is currently on CTE, and he spoke very eloquently towards that, and is doing a number of things with New York right now, but is very interested in being active here in California. The other sessions, again, I'll let Anna maybe send that out or speak to that. The one thing I do want to do is just acknowledge Susan. So I've been to lots of CSBA conferences, particularly for the big conference that they have for local districts. So it's my first time attending this county one. And what was a great feeling, just running into so many people. It's like, oh, where are you? Santa Barbara. Oh, Susan Salcido. Lots of that. And I just, I made note of some of those people. So at least Castro from Alameda County, Superintendent Brock Falkenberg from Lake County, Gloria Cereza from San Diego County. Some of you may know Kevin Gordon, who is with Capital Advisors. I don't know what you all know about Capital Advisors, but they are a big deal. And so again, he came and I know Kevin from CSBA stuff, and he came and talked about just the incredible work that this board has done under the leadership of Susan and Bill Cerrone. And then lastly, Vernon Billy, who was the CEO of CSBA, all wanted me to say hello to you. And so, again. And then lastly, I want to echo Judy's comments about remembering 9/11. And I think we do remember, but I also kind of get a sense that we can easily forget. And, it was a moment in time where I think partisanship sort of fell away and people focused on being good patriots of the country. And also, I would just say, in light of the recent assassination of this young man, Chris Kirk. I'm sorry, Charlie Kirk. People have strong feelings on either side, and I think in some ways it's an opportunity for certainly us as leaders just to remember we don't wish that kind of violence on anybody, and we got to do a better job at learning how to civilly disagree with folks, and I also just think in terms of I get what we think and what we feel in our homes and in our private times. That's one thing. But as people who are calling ourselves leaders, we have to be mindful of what we're saying in public. And so, yeah, that's my comments.
Thank you all. I agree with you. It's, social media does have the platform in which to foment a lot of dissent and extreme positions, but there is good news in South Santa Barbara County because school boards have enacted policies by which they are restricting the use of cell phones during the school day. And this is a really welcome addition to junior high campuses. Just this year, Goleta Valley Junior High and La Colina have been under the off and away all day new policy, and that means they are screen free from bell to bell. They put their cell phones in a Velcro pouch, and I'm very proud of my foundation who helped fund that. And we are looking forward to a presentation by TechWell at some point. And they are really responsible for the education and advocacy that that is behind this movement. So La Cumbre Junior High and Santa Barbara Junior High are on tap for next year's implementation. And we'll look forward to hearing from Techwell how it's going. Thank you. And that brings us to board, if there's any public comments, I don't see any. No public comments today. So Dr. Salcido's on deck.
Thank you so much and good afternoon to everybody. Wanted to point out some beautiful note cards at your places. Each of the note cards are different from one another. These are pictures of artwork from E. Modenari. And for the first one here is the one square that the board and our SBCO leadership sponsored on behalf of the employees at SBCEO this year. And these note cards were all printed in the SBCO's in-house repro graphics department, thanks to our comms team. So wanted to make sure that you had those. And as you write to someone with gratefulness, know that it comes from a bit of a piece of you as part of this as well.
And
So
if you wanted to purchase more, we would go. Sure.
you let us know and then we'll get those for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah. Someone just said earlier, this would be a good fundraiser,
Yep.
you know? Yeah, it hasn't been a fundraiser, but they're just so beautiful. Had to share those with you. Yeah. And I know that the board's agenda today has a lot on it, and so I will truncate my comments today. But in my superintendent's report to you, you'll see many notes around safety and these symposium across the county, reports on our early care and education program, many reports. But what I wanted to make sure that I amplified for you is if you wanted to see it, it's on page 4, and I'll just verbalize. It's the very top of page 4. At an earlier board meeting, in my notes and also verbally, I'd shared that Santa Maria Bonita School District had stated that they were wanting to transfer their entire program over back to Santa Maria Bonita, which impacted over special education. Thank you very much. And what we heard in the last few weeks was they're rescinding that request. They would like for SBCEO to continue to run our special education programs, specifically our preschool programs. And they are going to take this year to rethink how, if any, might they want to take back programs in the future years. But for now, we'll continue to run our programs. And a huge thanks to Kirsten Escobedo, who's here, and the entire special education team, our human resources team, that really works through all the processes as well as our SELFA and that team and Santa Maria Bonita. It's a joint effort to come to these kinds of decisions. And so wanted to make sure that you knew about that. And in a future meeting, I'll tell you more about visits to Guadalupe that I've had recently. Their brand new junior high school, the newest school to open in Santa Barbara County. Casmalia, I got a chance to visit our special education preschool programs, and it's fantastic there. And Vista Del Mar too. Really great things happening in our schools. But for now, I'll pass it on back to you, President Carty, unless you have any questions. The board has any questions for me. Thank you.
No questions, and thank you for that report. Let's go to the consent agenda where we have the minutes of 2 meetings. The meeting on August 14th and then the special meeting on August 21st, in addition to the registration of credentials and certification documents, the acceptance of donations, and the declaration of surplus. Do I have a motion to approve all the consent items?
So moves.
Thank you, Ms. Frost. Second. Thank you, Ms. Flores. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. The next item is the personnel report, which is for your information only. And now we are going to move to a closed session. So we'll excuse anyone who's not related to this next item. I'd like to return to open session now and announce the actions taken during our recent closed session. The board has moved to cancel escrow on the Fessler Street property and the unanimous approval voted for that motion. And then similarly, The board moved to cancel the escrow on the Cremona property, which was also unanimously approved. Okay. Closed session. I mean,
Thank you very much. And so now we'll transition to our starting of our closed session, but we'll need some time.
yes.
So we'll cue